The first thing I noticed when I arrived in Grenton was not the silence, nor the pristine streets untouched by time, nor even the unsettling sameness of the people. It was the clock above the town hall, frozen forever at 6:17, its hands rusted in place while every other clock I would later see ticked perfectly, relentlessly, mockingly alive. And I remember thinking it odd but harmless as I stepped out of my car, unaware that I had just crossed a boundary far older than the town itself, a boundary that did not exist on any map, because Grenton was a place where nobody aged. And I do not mean metaphorically or poetically, but literally, horrifyingly so. For every person I met bore the same face they must have worn decades ago. Their skins smooth yet lifeless, their eyes bright yet empty, like portraits that had learned to breathe. The baker who greeted me looked no older than 40, though his shoppish photographs dated back to the 1920s. The schoolteacher had been teaching the same class for 72 years, according to town records. And the children, God help me, the children never grew up, never moved on, never changed, repeating the same games, the same laughs, the same scraped knees that healed overnight without scars. And when I asked about it, the townsfolk smiled in that same unsettling way, all of them smiling exactly alike, as if practicing in a mirror, telling me, time is kind here, but time was not kind. Time was trapped, screaming beneath the surface like an insect pinned under glass. And I began to notice the cracks, the way people flinched when the church bell rang, the way no one spoke of birthdays, the way mirrors were oddly absent from homes, the way every cemetery lay abandoned, its graves empty, its soil disturbed, as if the dead had grown tired of lying still. And then there was Margaret, the woman who looked young enough to be my sister, yet claimed to have been born in 1894, her voice trembling as she whispered that Grenton was not blessed but cursed, that the town fed on time the way leeches fed on blood, draining years from the world beyond its borders to preserve itself, and that once you entered, the town would begin to drink from you too. Slowly, greedily, stealing not your age but your ability to leave, because no one ever truly left Grenton not alive, not whole. And I laughed then, nervously, until I tried to drive away and found the road looping endlessly back into town. The same trees repeating like a broken film reel, the same mile marker mocking me with its peeling paint, and panic set in as days passed, or what felt like days, because my watch stopped working the moment I crossed into Grenton. Yet I did not feel hunger, nor exhaustion, nor the passage of time at all, and that terrified me more than any monster could, because I could feel myself becoming like them, my reflection absent from every window, my memories growing fuzzy, my fear dulling, my smile practicing itself without my consent. And at night I heard the town breathing, a deep rhythmic sound rising from beneath the ground, from the roots of buildings and streets and people alike. And Margaret told me the truth before they took her away for remembering too much. That long ago the town had made a bargain with something ancient that lived beneath time itself, something that hated decay and fed on stagnation. And in exchange for eternal youth, Grenton offered its souls frozen in the moment of their choosing, souls that would never grow, never move on, never die. And the thing accepted eagerly, spreading itself through the soil, the water, the very air, until the town became its body and the people its cells, immortal but meaningless, alive but hollow. And when I tried to resist, when I tried to scream, when I tried to carve the date into my arm to remember who I was, the wound healed instantly, erasing my effort, erasing my will, erasing me. And now I stand on Main Street every morning at exactly 6:17, greeting newcomers with a smile. I cannot stop watching their eyes fill with wonder and unease, knowing they will ask the same questions I once did, knowing they will never get real answers, knowing that Grenton will keep them forever, because the town where nobody ages is not a miracle, not a sanctuary, not a gift. It is a hunger, endless and patient, and it has already started feeding on you the moment you read this.